Geobyte.
Hello friends, welcome to the Geobyte. In this video, I am going to explain very important problems in thin cylindrical shells under strength of material. Dear friends, all these problems were collected from different competitive exams. Therefore, all these problems are equally important, and hence my request is you please watch all these problems till the last problem. Having this introduction, let us start the problem. Very first problem. Look at the very first problem. Circumferential and longitudinal strain in cylindrical boiler under internal steam pressure are epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. So the first given value is the circumferential strain, second given value longitudinal strain. Change in volume of the boiler cylinder per unit volume will be, the change in volume per unit volume is how much? It is like this. As we know, volumetric strain EV equal to ratio between the change in volume and original volume is equal to longitudinal strain plus twice the shear strain. Sum of the longitudinal strain and twice the shear strain is the volumetric strain. Here EL equal to longitudinal strain. And EC equal to circumferential strain. But in our problem, the circumferential strain is given as epsilon 1 and longitudinal strain is given as epsilon 2. Circumferential strain is epsilon 1, longitudinal strain is given epsilon 2. Therefore, it can also be written as longitudinal strain equal to epsilon 2 plus 2 times the circumferential strain is equal to epsilon 1, 2 times the epsilon 1. So this is the change in volume per unit volume. Here change in volume per unit volume is indirectly volumetric strain is equal to epsilon 2 plus twice the epsilon 1. Look at the option C, epsilon 2 plus twice the epsilon 1. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. I hope all of you understood. Let us take the another problem. Look at the second problem. A metal pipe of 1 meter diameter. Here diameter of the pipe given 1 meter contains a fluid having a pressure of 10 kg force per cm square. The pressure of the fluid 10 kg force per cm square. If the permeable tensile stress in the metal is 200 kg force per cm square. Here tensile stress sigma T equal to 200 kg force per cm square. Then the thickness of the metal required for making the pipe would be, you are asked to find the thickness of the material required. Since the pressure is given kg force per cm square, tensile stress also given in kg force per cm square. Let me write the diameter also in centimeters. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. That is the diameter. Dear friends, the thin cylindrical shell is subjected to three kinds of stress. First one is circumferential stress. Circumferential stress. This circumferential stress sigma c equal to PD by 2T. Second one, longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress. This longitudinal stress equal to PD by 4T. And tau equal to shear stress. Tau equal to shear stress. It is equal to sigma c minus sigma l by 2. You simplify this value for getting PD by 8T. See, circumferential stress is PD by 2T. Longitudinal stress is PD by 4T. Shear stress is PD by 8T. Among all these stresses, the circumferential stress sigma c greater than the longitudinal stress is greater than shear stress. Circumferential stress equal to 2 times the longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress equal to 2 times the shear stress. Therefore, circumferential stress equal to 4 times the shear stress. Now, among these three stresses, absolutely the circumferential stress is very large. Circumferential stress is very large. That's why generally the thickness will be decided based on the maximum stress. Here circumferential stress equal to PD by 2T. Here given tensile stress itself should be treated as circumferential stress or maximum stress. Circumferential stress is given 200 kg force per cm square, whereas pressure is 10 kg force per cm square into diameter 100 centimeters divided by 2 into T. Therefore, thickness of the pipe equal to 1000 divided by 2 into 200. It is equal to 1000 divided by 400. 1000 divided by 400 equal to 2.5 centimeters. So it is equal to 25 millimeters. Since all options are given in mm, I took in mm. Thickness T equal to 25 mm. Look at the options. Look at the last option, 25 mm. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. I hope you understood. Let us move to the another problem. Look at the problem. Hoop stress and longitudinal stress in a boiler shell under internal pressure are 100 meganewton per meter square and 50 newton per mm square respectively. So this is the hoop stress, is also called circumferential stress, and this is the longitudinal stress. Okay. Young's modulus of elasticity and Poisson's ratio of the shell material are 200 giganewton per meter square and 0.3 respectively. So this is the Young's modulus and this is the Poisson's ratio. The hoop strain in the boiler shell will be Hoop strain is also called circumferential strain. First, let me write the given data. The hoop stress means circumferential stress sigma h equal to 100 meganewton per meter square. Okay. The longitudinal stress sigma L equal to 50 meganewton per meter square. And Young's modulus E equal to 200 giganewton per meter square can also be written as 200 into 10 raised to 3 meganewton per meter square. And Poisson's ratio may be denoted by 1 by m, can also be written as mu equal to 0.23. You are asked to find the hoop strain. Hoop strain is how much? E suffix h equal to how much? My dear friends, here hoop strain epsilon suffix h or E suffix h equal to circumferential stress by Young's modulus minus sigma L by me, where 1 by m equal to Poisson's ratio. It can also be written as sigma h by E minus mu into sigma L by E. Mu is the Poisson's ratio, is equal to 1 by m equal to 0.3. Here hoop stress, the hoop stress is given. Look at the hoop stress value, 100 meganewton per meter square. So 1 by E, it can be written like this: sigma h minus mu into sigma L. So E equal to 1 by 200 into 10 raised to 3 into sigma h is 100 minus 0.3 times the sigma L 50. You simplify this value. For getting 0.425 into 10 raised to minus 3 with no units. That is the hoop strain epsilon h. 0.425 into 10 raised to minus 3. I hope you understood. Look at the options. Look at the option A, 0.425 into 10 raised to minus 3. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. I hope all of you understood. Let us go for the fourth problem. Look at the fourth problem. When a thin cylinder of diameter d and thickness small t is pressurized with internal pressure of P, 1 by m is the Poisson's ratio and E be the Young's modulus of elasticity. Then circumferential strain will be equal to this value. This is the longitudinal stress given. Third one, the longitudinal stress will be equal to PD by 2T. Last one, the ratio of longitudinal strain to the circumferential strain will be equal to this one. The very first one is circumferential strain. Okay. No problem. My dear friends, here circumferential strain, circumferential strain EC equal to sigma C by E minus sigma L by ME. But sigma C equal to PD by 2T, sigma L equal to PD by 4T. 1 by M equal to Poisson's ratio. Therefore, circumferential strain equal to sigma C PD by 2T into E minus 1 by M into PD by 4T. You simplify this value, PD by 2T, PD by 2T is the into PD by 4T into this into 1 by M, 1 by E. Okay, PD by 2TE, let us write the PD by 2TE outside, then it is 1 minus 1 by 2M. This is the circumferential strain. Look at the first option, circumferential strain will be equal to PD by 2TE into 1 by 2 minus 1 by M. No, it is not correct, because it is PD by 2T into 1 minus 1 by 2M. This is correct. Okay, longitudinal strain EL equal to sigma L by E minus sigma C by ME, where 1 by M equal to Poisson's ratio. Sigma L equal to PD by 4TE minus PD by 2T ME. Now let us write PD by 2TE outside, it is 1 by 2 minus 1 by M. This is the longitudinal strain. Is that option given? Longitudinal strain. No, longitudinal strain nowhere given. Longitudinal stress given. Longitudinal stress. So this one is not correct. And this is the circumferential stress is given as longitudinal stress. Option C also not correct. Therefore, definitely D might be correct, because A, B, C are not correct. D might be correct. D is the ratio of longitudinal strain to the circumferential strain. We have the circumferential strain and longitudinal strain. This is the longitudinal strain. Therefore, longitudinal strain by circumferential strain, that's what he is given as option D. Longitudinal strain divided by circumferential strain. So longitudinal strain equal to PD by 2T into 1 by 2 minus 1 by M. Very good. Divided by circumferential strain. This is the circumferential strain, PD by 2TE into 1 minus 1 by 2M. Let us cancel the first terms. Cancel. Finally it will be it is equal to M minus 2 by 2M divided by 2M minus 1 by 2M. This 2M cancelled. It is equal to it is equal to m minus 2 divided by 2m minus 1. That is the ratio between the longitudinal strain and circumferential strain. I hope all of you understood. Now let us go for the last option. M minus 2 by 2m minus 1. Yes, correct. Ratio between the longitudinal strain and circumferential strain will be m minus 2 by 2m minus 1. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. I hope you understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the problem. Circumferential stress in a cylindrical steel boiler shell under internal pressure is 80 megapascal. Given circumferential stress sigma c equal to 80 megapascal. Okay. Young's modulus of elasticity and Poisson's ratio respectively are. Given that Young's modulus equal to 2 into 10 power 5 megapascal and Poisson's ratio 1 by m may be written as mu equal to 0.28. The magnitude of circumferential strain in the boiler shell will be. You are asked to find the magnitude of circumferential strain. Circumferential strain EC equal to sigma C by E minus sigma L by ME. You know sigma C equal to PD by 2T into E minus PD by 4T into ME. It is equal to, let me write the PD by 2T outside into 1 minus 1 by 2m. It is equal to, as you know, sigma C equal to PD by 2T. So in the place of PD by 2T, I can write sigma C by E. Sigma C by E into 1 minus 1 by 2m. Therefore, circumferential strain equal to sigma C. Look at the sigma C value. Sigma C 80. It can be written as 80 by Young's modulus. Young's modulus is 2 into 10 power 5. 2 into 10 power 5 into 1 minus 1 by 2 into Poisson's ratio 0.28. You simplify this value for getting it is 3.2. Simplify this. 44 into 10 raised minus 4. Since it is strain, has no units. It has no units. So 3.44 into 10 power minus 4 is the answer. Look at the answer. Look at the option A. Option A is absolutely correct. Option A is absolutely correct. 3.44 into 10 power minus 4. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the sixth problem. A thin cylinder with both ends closed is subjected to internal pressure P. Pressure of the fluid given P. The longitudinal stress at the surface has been calculated as sigma naught. Here longitudinal stress equal to sigma naught. Okay. Maximum shear stress at the surface will be equal to. Here you are asked to find the maximum shear stress. How much? As you know, the maximum shear stress sigma max equal to sigma c minus sigma L by 2. Here sigma L equal to sigma naught, sigma c equal to 2 times the sigma L equal to 2 times the sigma naught. Now the circumferential stress sigma c equal to 2 sigma naught minus sigma L is sigma naught divided by 2. It is equal to sigma naught by 2. Sigma naught by 2 equal to 0.5 times the sigma naught. So anyhow, the shear stress developed tau equal to 0.5 times the sigma naught. Look at the options. Option D is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the 7th problem. A thin cylinder contains fluid at a pressure of 500 Newton per meter square. Pressure of the fluid given 500 Newton per meter square. Okay. The internal diameter of the shell is 0.6 meters. Internal diameter D equal to 0.26 meters. And the tensile stress in the material is to be limited 9000 Newton per meter square. Let the tensile stress is the maximum stress, that is circumferential stress, 9000 Newton per meter square. The shell must have minimum wall thickness nearly. What is the thickness of the wall? T equal to how much? As you know, circumferential stress equal to PD by 2T. From this, thickness of the wall equal to PD by 2 sigma c. Here P is given 500, D 0.6 divided by 2 into sigma c is 9000. You simplify this value for getting around 0.017 meter. 0.1017 meter. So it is equal to 17 millimeter. Therefore, thickness of the shell required is 17 millimeters. That is the answer. I hope you clearly understood. Look at the options. Look at the option C, 17 mm. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. I hope you got point. Let us take the one more problem. Look at the 8th problem. For the same internal diameter, wall thickness, material and internal pressure, the ratio of maximum stress induced in a thin cylindrical shell and in a thin spherical pressure will be. You are asked to decide maximum stress means circumferential stress in cylindrical shell. Circumferential stress in thin cylindrical shell equal to PD by 2T. Similarly, circumferential stress in the spherical shell is equal to PD by 4T. Of course, for a spherical shell, circumferential stress and longitudinal stress both are identical. You are asked to find sigma c for a cylindrical shell cylindrical shell divided by sigma c for spherical shell. It is equal to PD by 2T divided by PD by 4T. So it is equal to PD by 2T into 4T by PD. This PD cancelled, TT cancelled. Finally it is 2 times 2. Therefore sigma c for cylindrical shell by sigma c for spherical shell is 2. Look at the options. Take the option A, 2. So option A itself is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the another problem. These are all the problems which are equally important. Look at the ninth problem. A thin cylindrical shell is subjected to internal pressure P. The Poisson's ratio of the material of the shell is 0.3. Here Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to 0.3. Due to internal pressure, the shell is subjected to circumferential strain and axial strain. The ratio of circumferential strain to axial strain is, here circumferential strain EC equal to sigma c by E minus sigma L by ME. Sigma c equal to PD by 2TE. Sigma c equal to PD by 2T and sigma L equal to PD by 4T minus PD by 4T ME. So it is equal to, write PD by 2TE outside into 1 minus 1 by 2M. Whereas longitudinal strain equal to sigma L by E, sigma L by E minus sigma C by ME. Sigma L equal to PD by 4TE minus PD by 2TME. Write the PD by 2TE outside into 1 by 2 minus 1 by M. Therefore, circumferential strain by longitudinal strain equal to, this is the circumferential strain, PD by 2TE into 1 minus 1 by 2M, and this is the longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain equal to PD by 2TE into 1 by 2 minus 1 by M. This PD by 2TE is cancelled. Finally 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by M divided by 1 by 2 minus 1 by M. It is equal to 1 minus 0.5 into 1 by M value given, 1 by M value given 0.3. 0.3 divided by 1 by 2 minus 0.3. So it is equal to 1 minus 0.5 into 0.3 divided by 0.5 minus 0.3. You simplify this value. for getting approximately 4.25. That is the answer. I hope you understood. I hope you clearly understood. Therefore, option is 4.25. Look at the option D. Option D is 4.25. I hope you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the 10th problem. The volumetric strain in case of a thin cylindrical shell of diameter d, thickness t, subjected to internal pressure P. You are asked to find the volumetric strain. Let us write the volumetric strain formula. EL plus 2EC. Here EL equal to longitudinal strain equal to sigma L by E minus sigma C by ME. Sigma L equal to PD by 4TE minus PD by 2TME. So EL equal to, let us write the PD by 4TE outside into 1 minus 2 by M. That is the longitudinal strain. Similarly, circumferential strain equal to sigma C by E minus sigma L by ME. Sigma C equal to PD by 2TE minus sigma L equal to PD by 4TME. So circumferential strain equal to, let us write PD by 4TE outside. It is 2 minus 1 by M minus 1. That is the circumferential strain. So this is the longitudinal strain. This is the circumferential strain. Now volumetric strain equal to EL. EL equal to PD by 4TE. This is the EL. PD by 4TE into 1 minus 2 by M plus 2 times the EC. 2 times the EC. 1 minute. 2 times the EC plus 2 times the EC. EC is equal to the EC. PD by 4TE into 2 minus 1 by M. So from the whole, write the PD by 4TE outside into 1 minus 2 by M plus 2 into 2 minus 1 by M. It is equal to PD by 4TE into 1 minus 2 by M plus 4 minus 2 by M. Simplify this value. PD by 4TE into 1 plus 4, 5 minus 4 by M. But here 1 by M equal to Poisson's ratio can also be written as mu. It can be also written as volumetric strain equal to PD by 4TE into 5 minus 4 times the mu. So this is the volumetric strain. PD by 4TE into 5 minus 4 mu. Look at the options. PD by 4TE into 5 minus 4 times the mu. Option C is absolutely correct. I hope you understood. My dear students, let us stop here. In the next video, we will discuss some more important problems. Please subscribe our channel, that is GeoByte. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
GeoByte.